Hi challengers. So I'm gonna try to do this video by myself. I am not the most tech savvy, but we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna show you my refrigerator and the foods that I have that I buy in bulk, because there was a couple of you who had questions about that. So right now I'm gonna flip the phone and I'm gonna show you my fridge. So my fridge, see, now I can see what I'm seeing. My fridge is filled with condiments and things that are fresh and perishable, obviously, but for the things that, for what you're gonna wanna keep in your house or in your fridge are like your tahini, tomato paste. This is my fermented hot sauce. I have broth that I prepared, a big batch of it, so that I can always pull out. That's turmeric recovery broth. Chocolate chips, miso. Here's scobies. We'll talk about scobies when we're making kombucha. I always have a cooked squash on hand. I can make soups, I can eat it mashed, I can make it with, seasoned or whatever and just add it to soups also. These are all the sauces that I would make by hand to have kind of like condiments. So this is a sesame tahini miso sauce that's really great with brown rice and greens and beans. A probiotic, which is what I use to ferment cheeses, and to also, if I'm feeling like under the weather, to have a probiotic is a really good thing to have in your diet. This would be a fermented cream cheese I've made. This is another kind of chipotle cream cheese that I've made out of cashews. And then I just have like extraneous stuff. But so the most important stuff is the stuff that you have fresh. So I buy a ton of greens, knowing that I'm going to use all of them. So I have celery in here. I have Napa cabbage, which is great for soups. I have carrots. I have a different kind of cabbage. Cabbages are really, really great. They contain indole carbinol, so they're really great cancer fighting agents. Those are my birds. Just be patient with me. Homemade kombucha. Homemade seitan, brown rice. This is cooked seitan that I made. This is a sweet and sour seitan. And then I have fruits and over here. So grapefruits, oranges, apples, and lemons in here. And then again, store my kombucha, my waters, condiments like tamari, which is a wheat-free, salty soy sauce. I have rice vinegar, umi vinegar. Rice vinegar is kind of tart. Umeboshi is kind of salty. It's really, really medicinal and good for you. Apple cider vinegar. Mirin, which is it's rice cooking wine. You can also just get, it's expensive, but it makes things slightly sweet. I have all kinds of vinegars like balsamic, apple, red. I don't use white too often. More brown rice. These are just things like condimental things like artichoke hearts and hot peppers. And I do have veganese, which I could eat out of the jar. Can you see it back there? Veganese and hot sauces that are made locally, and mustard. And look, a little jam in there when I want cookies. So that's basically what I have fresh. And so I usually eat out of the fridge, and then we'll have my grains. Like right now I'm making split pea soup. So I'm just cooking the split peas right now, boiling them in water so that when they're cooked, I'll make them into a soup. And then here are my stored dry goods. So I'll have red lentil, all different kinds of beans just on hand. Things that cook faster, things that cook slower, things that I have to soak. And we'll talk about that more. But like split peas cook within the hour. Red lentils will cook within 20 minutes. Dal, this is, where is it? Let me show you my favorite dal. This is my favorite dal. Is yellow dal. I think it's just called yellow dal. Or no, it's mung beans, I think that is. And then I have different rices. So this is jasmine, this is basmati, this is raw cacao. Sugar for the kombucha, we'll go over that. I have quinoa, I have sushi rice, Japanese rice, nutritional yeast, all the stuff that's on your pantry list. And then all the different beans. They're my black-eyed peas. I have popcorn because I make popcorn almost every night. Here are red beans, I have black beans, macadamia nuts, my jarred marinara, like stuff to make a marinara. And these are all my other, like the coconut manna that I make the golden milk with. this is potato starch, I think. Vanilla, this is my dried vanilla. And this would be a protein powder to make smoothies with. Maple sugar. I have all different kinds of sugars and I use them for all different kinds of reasons. Sesame seeds. I have black sesame seeds in here somewhere. Here. Leftover pastas. This is kind of how I store my stuff. And you know, and then I'm going to turn it back to me. And then I buy fresh things. So I can really choose whatever I want in a day. And like, and I just have to think ahead, like, what do I feel like having? I want greens, I want rice. I'll make, you know, if I have time, I'll make brown rice. I'll soak it. If I don't, I'll make quinoa. Quinoa cooks just as fast as white rice. So it's like having all the staples. And then I'll have my oils. I'll have olive oil, all different kinds of oils, coconut oil. Then you can do anything you want. You can kind of create anything you want. And we'll go over that. But I just wanted you to see what my pantry sort of looks like. I think I have one more pantry over in here. Coconut flour, more rice. This is where I just kind of store stuff. But I don't have too much packaged stuff, thank God, because I don't have to give so much stuff up. I'm thinking that I might give up coffee once I get through those creamers. This is all the freeze-dried fruit that I use to flavor my kombucha. And I'm kind of curious to hear what you have for your questions. So check in with me. I hope your second day is going strong. And sorry about the bird. Talk to you later.